Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Infinity Warps, issue number 2 of 2. This is like Laura Kinney when she goes snick snick. Anyway, not feeling so great, sorry. So, this is the first of my digital only books this week, because, yeah, I just don't need that many comic books every week in my freaking short boxes over here. So, check this out. This was a fun comic book. It wasn't a fantastic comic book, it was fun, all right? Nice little look on different, like we kind of sort of brought back what ifs just for a short while. What happened to those? I was enjoying them, and all of a sudden they disappeared, and we got this. So let's get into who made this book. There's a couple people. So there's the Forever Bushman, written by Jim Zub, art by Scott Koblish, and color art by Matt Yackey. There's Diamond Patch by writers Sina Grace. Chris Sprouse did the pencils, inks by Carl Story, and color by Ruth Redmond. Kamala Kang, writer Chris Hastings, Kev Walker on art, and Dave Curiel on color art. Punisher Pack by Cullen Bunn and Gary Brown on art, with Lee Lowridge on color art. Okay. VC's Corey Petit lettered everything, and you got Giuseppe Camuncoli and Robert Poggi and Edgar Delgado doing cover art. Okay. So was there a cover artist? I hope not. No. There was no, I should say, what is it called? The variant cover artist. So anyway, the Diamond Patch, written by Sina Grace, it was cute. It was cute. It was whatever. It didn't, I don't know. It went someplace, but it didn't go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? No? That's fine. That's exactly how I felt about the story. Anyway, it's a cool character. I think I only just now realized that Diamond Patch's name, Emma Frost, whatever the heck it's calling itself, is, what do you call it? Has diamond blades. I didn't get that before. Maybe the art was just simply better in this one, in which case, good job, Chris Sprouse and Carl Story and Ruth Redmond. But it was okay. The story was okay. The Kamala Kang story was interesting, by Chris Hastings. There's just, I don't know. This is a story that didn't go anywhere, and when you read it, you realize it's not actually meant to go anywhere. It's almost like, not Occam's Razor. What the heck is it called? Why can't I ever remember what this is called? It's a mathematical formula, and I'm not a mathematician. But anyway, it's where a Mobius circle. All right, it's basically a Mobius circle where it just goes around and around, and it never truly stops. Where it starts is only a matter of perception, because it doesn't actually start there, guaranteed. It could start anywhere, and it just kind of continues in a perfect circle. No beginning, no ending. Very different from an Aurora Boreas, where you can at least see where the tail is going in the mouth. Anyhow, and then there's the Punisher Pack by Cullen Bunn. This is probably the best of the 3 individual stories, my opinion, because even though, again, it didn't go far, it at least went someplace. And it was interesting. It leaves you with the sense that maybe we could return to this, and this wouldn't be such a bad thing. The Power Pack all becoming Punishers, or having the Punishers' vengeance about them. Wicked idea. I'm not going to complain. But the Forever Bushman thing was interesting. There was no story there necessarily. It was just a bunch of rhyming, and it was the use of the Four Bushman combined with eternity. I liked that. As dumb as it was, I liked that. The Four Bushman, if you're not familiar, is actually a creation of Stan Lee, God rest his soul. This was basically Irving Forbush. It was a fake person. Stan was always a joker. Always a joker. God bless him, man. He would always make his little jokes here and there about, oh yeah, and we did this and we did that. He would always make funny names for everybody. He's the one who called Jack Kirby King. Saying Jack King Kirby. And he would also, take a little, not pot shots. I shouldn't say that, because I don't think anything was necessarily meant to be in anger, but he would make little jokes here and there about himself and everybody else. He was also self-deprecating. What I'm saying? He didn't take himself that seriously, especially not in those beginning years when he was embarrassed working in comic books. But the idea is that he would make fun of the one writer, Artie Simek, a lot. he would always be the brunt of his jokes, which was the funniest part because Artie Smek was the letterer and he had to write all of that stuff. And I actually did a short biography on Artie Smek. You can go check that out on Comic Book University. But one person that he could always make fun of was Irving Forbush. Who is that? It's no one. It's a character that he made up way back in the day. I think he actually created Irving Forbush before he created the Fantastic Four, if I'm remembering correctly. Like, that's an old school character. And then later on, he gave him the secret identity of Forbush Man. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. This guy with a pot on his head. Like, it's freaking hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. And it's just a way of making fun. Like, this was the unofficial mascot of Marvel comic books, but they called it something else back in the day. It wasn't Marvel. And I'm not talking about Atlas or anything like that. Or, you know, they made a name. Marvel Comics. They called it Marvel Comics, you know, when there was already a Marvel Comics around. Anyway, there's an interesting history there. Go check out Forbush Man. Maybe one of these days I'll do 10 things about Forbush Man, explained in a minute. If I could think of 10 full things about freaking Forbush Man, you know? Otherwise, just use this as your reference. But I liked the idea that was there. And there was, of course, the little tiny bit of a reference there. I wonder if, you know, these people, Jeff Zub writing, Scott Koblish on art, and color art Mac Yackey, I wonder if when they were reading what, you know, was there and creating that final image of Forever Bushman, when they put the term Excelsior in there, I wonder if there were tears, because I didn't exactly cry, didn't exactly get choked up, but I thought to myself, oh yeah, if I had to spend time staring at this, I would probably get choked up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Farewell to the man himself. This, for all intents and purposes, was an okay comic book. Again, you don't need it. According to C.B. Cebulski, you don't need to buy this comic book. I did, but not the physical copy. I'm kind of rebelling a little bit. Anyway, and don't forget to check out the description where you can see the playlist in the semblance of order that they gave us, essentially, for everything in this Infinity Wars tie-in event. And when you go to the first video in that list, that will actually, you look in the description of that video and you'll actually see all the ones before this, the road to this Infinity Wars. So yeah, I've been putting things together. All right, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.